All right, welcome to the Health Ranger Report. This is Mike Adams with naturalnews.com. Today we're bringing you some disturbing footage of a teenage boy being, quote, treated with electroshock therapy at the Judge Rotenberg Center. This is a center for, quote, treating children with behavioral disorders. Now, many people in America don't realize that electroshock therapy is still being used in America today. It is. It's part of the psychiatric industry. They don't only deal and push their drugs onto children, they also torture children. And what you're about to see is film that has been covered up by this center for 8 years. And it was only recently that a judge allowed this film to be released so that we can see the truth of how children are tortured. In this case, this teenage boy was shocked, 31 times over a period of 7 hours while he was strapped down. Basically, this is a torture chamber that you're about to see. They put a helmet on his head. You can hear him screaming, help me, screaming in pain. And all these people, these what do you call them? These pathetic loser human beings, these evil miscreants, are just standing there, and no one's helping him. The guy's shocking him. This is the new America, all right? This is what we used to see in Russian gulags, for example, or maybe in North Korea. Now it's in America, and it has been for a long time. This is something you normally won't see on the news. In this case, Fox News covered this, but most other news organizations didn't pay any attention to it because they don't want to show you what's really happening in America, where torture is alive and well. Take a look at this clip and then share this so that others can know the truth about what's happening in America today to our children. Take a look.
Screams of pain from a student at the Judge Rotenberg Center as he's tied down and shocked for hours. Good evening, I'm Mark Ockaplon.
I'm Maria Stefanos. Fox Undercover's camera, the only one in court today, as a jury is given its first look at that disturbing video. Our investigative reporter Mike Baudet in that court today. He's here now to give us the latest. What do you have, Mike?
Maria, this is the video that the Judge Rotenberg Center in Canton has fought long and hard to keep from the public eye. The center convinced a judge 8 years ago to seal it, and the battle continued right up until it was played in court as lawyers for the center asked a judge to bar our camera from recording it. Well, the judge said no, and now for the first time ever, the public can see for itself what these controversial electric shocks look like in use.
Okay, no, stop it. Okay, stop that. No.
Dramatic video of New York teenager Andre McCollins, restrained face down, a helmet on his head, screaming for help. The Judge Rotenberg Center calls it treatment.
I was shock number 16 or 17. 31 that day.
As McCollins' attorney just described, the teenager was shocked 31 times in all that day in 2002. McCollins is suing the Canton-based center, calling it torture. Lawyers for the center and its clinicians say McCollins needed aversive therapy because he was aggressive.
These are dramatic tapes. There's no question about that. But the treatment plan at the Rotenberg Center and the treatment plan that Andre had in place on October 25 was followed.
It was an emotional day for McCollins' mother, Cheryl, who was in court as video was played from the beginning of Andre's ordeal, when he was shocked and restrained after refusing to take off his coat.
I never signed up for him to be tortured, terrorized, and abused. I had no idea that they tortured the children in the school.
Cheryl testified what her son was like when she visited him 3 days later.
I couldn't turn Andre's head to the left, to the right. He was just staring straight. I took my hands and I went like this. He didn't blink.
Now, Cheryl McCollins did get Andre to Children's Hospital that day, where he was diagnosed with acute stress response caused by the shocks. We should see more of that video Wednesday in court as Cheryl McCollins returns to the witness stand. Maria?
Mike, I got to tell you, that was some tough video to watch. What was it like in the courtroom?
Well, it certainly seemed like it got the jury's attention, and the defense obviously knows that video is disturbing to look at. It certainly did not help the defense case when Cheryl McCollins testified about watching the video and hearing staff members laughing, that's right, while her son was on the floor.
Mike Beaudet. All right, thank you, Mike.